The Caddo Parish DA's office is taking a bold step, calling for a deep dive into the juvenile criminal justice system.
Yeah, officials want to uncover what's working and what's failing to help troubled youth. Our Gabrielle Parrish breaks down the latest data on juvenile convictions. Hey, Gabrielle.
Hey, Alex. Hey, Courtney. This year, 252 teenagers have been arrested, which is up from last year. There were 222. Now, Caddo Parish leads the state in juvenile arrest.
That it's time to look at the programming that the juveniles that are in our juvenile prisons are receiving.
Special District Attorney Wilbur Pryor says the DA is calling for a blue ribbon panel to tackle the issue. The group, featuring the OJJ secretary, criminologists, and other experts, aims to create solutions to prevent at-risk youth from slipping through the cracks.
To come together and analyze, are we doing programming that takes those kids that are in prison and it changes their lives, so when they get released and they go back to these same homes and the same neighborhoods, that they don't end up back into criminal behavior.
That's exactly what happened on Thanksgiving Day.
Right now we have a double homicide that occurred in the parking lot. And
this is video from the day 18-year-old Jamarian Bryant and 29-year-old DeAndre Daniels died after shooting at each other. Bryant was released from the Caddo Parish Juvenile Detention Center in March after serving 5 years for armed robbery.
We've seen it happen before for years, where we see a younger adult get arrested and they're in adult court, and then we remember that. I remember that name. Well, a few years ago he was in juvenile court.
He goes on to say, Bryant's death is the last straw. It's what's sparking the Caddo Parish DA's office to look into the juvenile criminal justice system.
What else are they learning? And are there anything that we can do better to prepare them for when they get released? And then to also post-release, not to just send them home to mama, but to continue services with them.
Juvenile Services Director Andrew Randall agrees that the current system has flaws, especially when it comes to resources.
There's just a lack of homes. There's a lack of foster placements. There's a lack of opportunities for children who may have disciplinary issues that need rehabilitation without incarceration. So if there was one area that was perhaps number one on the list, it would be the lack or the gap in funding for those.
Although youth crime has gone down by nearly 50%, last year more than 1,800 teens were involved in crime. This year, only 710 were connected to criminal activity. Back to you.
Now, Gabrielle, will the DA call on anyone to help stop youth violence?
Yes, Alex, this is a statewide initiative, so the DA hopes to launch to help with our juvenile criminal system. Pryor tells me that the plan is to reach out to the governor, local leaders, and sports entertainers, and much more to help just curb the crime among our youth. Back to you.
All right, Gabrielle, we thank you for that update.